everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here we go. And it's Detroit with the ball. Now here's Paul. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Allen in the high post. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Doncic. The rebound by Detroit. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want. That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Pass to Allen. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Stolen by Jokic. Here's Brand. Now Jokic. Defended by Jones. Jokic gets the bucket.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Allen outside to the paint. Here's Olajuwon. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Leonard, good.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
To the inside. Here's Olajuwon. Jokic grabs the board.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Doncic. Pulls it. And it's Jokic missing. For three, Allen. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Back to Leonard. Pass to Daniels. Here's Doncic. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Doncic has gotten his second bucket. Shot's good by Olajuwon.
Well, the vision and the understanding of Chris Paul is something to behold.
And stolen by Jones. Tipped away. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Pass to Doncic. There's the three. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Detroit trails by 3. Here's Olajuwon, guarded by Doncic. Outside Jones. Here's Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Olajuwon's got 8 points.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
There's 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. he drops it in from the low post. 7 seconds left in the first quarter here. Left side Jones. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Dallas on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Now here's Coulibaly. Pass to Doncic. Inside. Embiid. Outside Coulibaly. Just 5 to shoot. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Detroit trails by 3. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Olajuwon. Embiid covers. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And so it's Dallas with it. Doncic outside. Pass to Brand. The 17-footer. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Still no points. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
It's his first trip to the line. Both good from the line that time. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Kidd. Here's Brand. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now here's Paul. Allen outside. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Paul for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Daniels. There's a screen. Shot from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And it's Paul with the ball for Detroit. Allen outside. Pass to Olajuwon. There's the steal. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Embiid. That one's good from the corner.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper showing his versatility.
Now for an update on the injury to Luka Doncic. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I just now talked with Dallas's head athletic trainer. He said there's a bit of weakness in the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. Recovery time is still up in the air, but guys, one thing's for sure, a return tonight is out of the question.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Detroit trails by 8. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Ross. Nice move. Rebounded by Daniels. Here's Kidd. Yet to see a basket. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. From deep. The rebound by Detroit. Pass to Ross. And so it's Dallas finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Kidd. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Outside Curry. This one for 3. Kept alive. Another shot. And Curry puts it in. Curry's got his first points in this one.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And it's Ross on the drive. And a missed layup. Dallas leading by 6. Here's Jokic. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Pass to Daniels. They set the pick. The 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. And it's Detroit with the ball. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. The drive by Ross. Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got his second basket.
The creative force behind these points is Terrence Ross. This guy keeps his head up, puts the pass right where it needs to be.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Hodges. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Hodges. Stolen by Ross. Now here's Green. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Outside Coulibaly. Here's Hodges. Clock at 6. Over Curry. And that one comes up a bit short. And it's Detroit with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Outside, Williams. Here's Ross for the lead. Can't capitalize inside. Poke loose. Pass to Hodges. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. To stop the drought. And here's Thompson for 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. Williams with it. Now Thompson defending. Outside, Green. Williams with the screen. And he lobs it up. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Now into the lineup for your home team.
keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
Away team foul. Stephen Curry. First personal foul.
Here's Thompson. No points so far. Pass to Brand. Thompson with it. Here's Brand. Williams defending. Here's Hodges. No good with the triple.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
For the lead. And the jumper falls for him.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
Dallas shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside Jones. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And that one is stuffed right through.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Hodges. Out to Thompson. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And that's going to be a travel.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Substitution for your home team. Nikola Jokic. Troy Daniels.
9 seconds left in the third. Here's Hodges. Shoots over Curry. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
With the score.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Detroit on top, leading by a point. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Curry's got the ball here for Detroit. They lead by 1. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, the gravity of Stephen Curry allows for him to find open teammates, and boy, does he relish the chance.
Here's Daniels. Launches a three. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Yeah, I know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Jones. Picked his pocket. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Substitution for your home team.
Here's Daniels. Fires the three. He can't get it to go. Outside Jones. Back to Allen. Got a piece of it. Dallas trails by 4. Pass to Daniels. From downtown. And here's Jokic. Out to Leonard. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form. Makes it look easy right there.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Pass to Olajuwon. 5 on the clock. Now Jones. The layup off target.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Leonard for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Leonard defending. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And even from where
moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Detroit.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And Dallas with possession. Back to Jokic. Pass to Brand. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And it's Detroit with the ball. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, B.A.
And the basket by Leonard.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Allen on the wing. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. To take the lead. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. To the left wing. Here's Kidd. On the take. Yes!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Jokic. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Jason Kidd. First personal foul. 13.
He gets the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And so they foul intentionally.
14 foul. Olajuwon. 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5. So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Daniels misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Olajuwon. 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. And Dallas calls time here. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Here's Daniels. Leonard shot's good. So it's Detroit picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K. Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And it's Dallas to start out. Now Doncic. Outside, Bain. Back to Doncic. Pass to Brand. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Jokic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of this game.
Shooting for the away team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now here's Durant. It's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Bain. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And he comes up with the deuce.
So dynamic with the ball. Durant showing his versatility with that dish.
And here is Bain. Brand outside. Pass to Doncic. In the corner, it's Bain. Just 3 to shoot. Stolen by Durant. And it's Long Beach on the break. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, the quickness and skill set and separation here helps KD work inside.
Mr. Brand. Lets it go from the wing. Now here's Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Lillard. Back to Daniels. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic right side. Count it from 12.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Pass to Jordan. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
Substitution on the court.
.54 seconds left in the first. Here's Jordan. Good defense by Jokic. On the wing, Koulibaly. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his precise.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Jordan's shot is off. Dallas leading by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Over in the corner, Allen. And here's Poole for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Doncic outside. Good in the assist to Kidd. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Dallas. They lead by 4. And the second. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Pass to Strus. Now, Jokic. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They lead by 4. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Embiid. Nobody's stopping Embiid on the break there.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Lillard attacking. And Lillard throws it down.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some confidence.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City. Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Offensive rebound. Cuts off the pass. Pass break, Dallas. Oh, Leonard in position. Jokic with the steal. And it's Long Beach on the break. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. Long Beach will have another go.
Team ball.
Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Dallas leading by 6. To the inside. A slam by Jokic.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Dallas on defense. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Koulibaly. 6. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Jokic. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Basket good.
Such a gifted ball handler, the big man Jokic, fantastic at carving up defenses.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. A different look for Dallas. 1:19 left here in the second. Here's Kidd. Makes it off the glass. Kidd's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness. And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backcourt.
Outside Edwards. Thompson with it. Pass to Ilgauskas. Outside Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Thompson. And it's Strus with the rebound. Lillard, right side. Over to the left wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And it's going to be out of bounds. Long Beach will have another go. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Lillard. The rebound by Edwards. Kidd up top. Rand in the posts. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Long Beach trails by 8. Jordan down low. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Jokic. Doncic with it. He's picked up by KD. Pass to Daniels. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Outside, KD. Jokic with it. Nice move. Second chance shot. Inside is Jokic territory.
Jokic being assertive now on the inside. He can move anybody around.
And they double up Doncic. Here's Bain. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attached an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Long Beach trails by 8. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Jokic with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. And stolen by Lillard. Pass to Jokic. Aldridge looking for an opening. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Aldridge has got his first points of the game.
And guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, it's too big, too strong, too skilled.
Right at the free throw line. Jokic, no good. Dallas leading by 6. Payne for 3. Offensive rebound. Inside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And it's sent back by KD. Dallas making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
1:24 left to play in the third. Here's Poole. Elton Brand grabs the board. Now Jokic to the paint. Here's Brand. Back to Jokic. Over Jokic. And it's Jokic with a sensational play. And it's 6 points for Jokic.
Jokic's dangerous there. Makes him tough to defend when he's knocking down mid-range shots.
Shakes him. Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Mr. Brand.
Not the tallest or most athletic big, but Brand is using the smarts to get to the line. He can beat you with his mind.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for the away team, Elton Brand. Taking 2.
Good on both. Brent Coulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Strus. Chalk up 2 there. Outside Kidd. And here's Doncic from the arc. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
The visiting team,
They'll get
31. That right man.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here's Kidd. Pass to Coulibaly. On the wing, Daniels. Now Kidd. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Spins to the right side. Now here's Kidd. 6 to shoot. Pass to Leonard. From past the arc. And that's Jokic with the rebound. Long Beach trails by 10. Stolen away. Jokic with it. Three-pointer. Daniels buries it from three-point range. Daniels has got himself on the board with 3 there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Dallas.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
deciding to change it up. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David O. David.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be.
Some words for his team during the break, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team and told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
That's his second.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Bain. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside for Durant. It's up a three. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Long Beach trails by 11. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And if you're a defender and you're leaning just a little bit, Jokic is going to take advantage of you.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. And Jokic drops them both. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's
Jokic is going to take
the same
advantage of
page.
it.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. On the wing, Koulibaly. Over Durant. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Dallas leading by 9. Here's Kidd. That one falls. Long Beach with the ball. From deep, Jokic. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Left side, Leonard. The three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And Dallas leads by 14.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Substitution.
And here's Poole for three. And again, the miss by Long Beach. And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Thompson outside. Misses the three. Here's Benton. Swiped it away. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
What about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by... challenged by Jokic.
.54 seconds left in the first. Here's Jordan.